Hi, this is Andy from Because We Nomad, and today I wanted to go over how I got to where I am now. I'm in a school bus, and my journey has been 9 years, basically, maybe even more, depending on how you look at it. I started off running a hostel back in 2009 in the Eastern Sierra of California. And that's by Yosemite for people that don't know where that is. Getting along good. Summers were really nice. Winters were a little harsh and a lot of shoveling. But finally, I started getting into hiking and did a lot of backpacking. Did the John Muir Trail and then got into it enough that I decided I was going to hike the PCT. And I started off in 2014 on the PCT, which is the Pacific Crest Trail. Pacific Crest Trail extends from the Mexican border to the Canadian border. So you hike through California, Oregon, and Washington. So the first year I started off hiking up from the Mexican border and met some great friends, was given a trail name. My trail name is FedEx. I earned that trail name by a guy left some clothes in a hotel room that we let a bunch of hikers borrow the shower. We did ask for permission from the hotel owner, and they gave us extra towels and let the hikers take showers. Somebody left their clothes bag, and I delivered that bag overnight to the next location that the people were at. And by doing so, I earned the trail name FedEx because FedEx delivers. And so that was the beginning of my hiking and on the Pacific Crest Trail. After that, I kept going. I made it 518 miles the first year and ended up with a severe case of shin splints in both legs and had to get off trail. Typically, it takes about 10 days to heal. Mine did not take that long. So with finances running low, I decided to just stay back at the hostel and run out the rest of the summer. The hikers that I met along the way ended up staying at the hostel as well, so I got to see my friends again and get all their Instagrams and whatever social media they were on and follow them through their hikes, which was really fun to do. The next year, I took off and decided to get on the Pacific Crest Trail again, but this year I started in Washington at the northern terminus of the Pacific Crest Trail up there on the Canadian border. So I flew into Seattle, and a trail angel helped take me up to Hart's Pass. From Hart's Pass, you hike I want to say 30 miles to the border of the Canadian border. It's definitely an overnight trip, so 15 and 15, that makes about sense. And then hiked back to Hart's Pass and started hiking south. And when I got to Oregon, so I hiked all the way through Washington, I once again ended up, because I thought I was doing good, I started running down the hill. I ended up with shin splints and paid the price again. So flew home, ran the hostel again that winter, and then 2016 I finally figured out what was wrong, and it was my shoes. And I was using the zero drop shoes, which ended up giving me shin splints at about 500 miles. I got some different shoes and they worked out really great for me. And I was able to finish up the trail. So I hiked 1,600 miles that next year and got everything done on the Pacific Crest Trail. And it was incredible. I was able to meet up with a trail angel who helped me get back to the exact spot I got off trail on the southern end. So it worked out really amazing, and I got off at the same place I finished before, which is at Cascade Locks, and that's where I completed the Pacific Crest Trail. After that, I got back to the hostel that year, and it was a giant winter. We had tons of snow in 16, 17. And I was tired of the snow, shoveling the snow, running the hostel. It was a really busy year for skiers to come to the hostel. And I was looking for a way out. And I was really into van life. I started seeing all sorts of videos popping up that year. And there was different, people that I was following. And I got the van life bug. So I ended up going down and taking my Subaru, which I was tent camping out of, and I took that down and traded it in for a Ram ProMaster van. And I followed everybody I could follow and looked on Etsy and all places that you could think of to find information about building a van. And then I started out building my van and tried to do everything as correct as I possibly could and insulated it well. Because I lived in the mountains, I knew I needed good insulation. And so once I got the van built, I basically had a big garage sale and said my goodbyes to the hostel that I had worked for 9 years. And I kept my other jobs. I worked on the ski hill as a mascot and as a ski host. And I also worked as a bartender in town at a fine dining restaurant. When I left the hostel, I just started living in the van. And I've been in a vehicle ever since then. Here it is, 2026. That was 2017. So quite a few years of doing this lifestyle. And it was a great transition. I loved it. But I was still wanting more. I wanted to get traveling. So how do I travel? How do I get out and about? And I fell into, luckily, a good situation where I found camp hosting. So every summer I could camp host, and I would save up some money, and then I did catering jobs as well during the summer. And the combination of the camp hosting and the catering jobs, I was able to put together enough money to get out there and go see quartzsite and travel. And but it was still not enough money. So I decided I would, I got an opportunity to build somebody else's van. And so I went up to Oregon, and I was in Salem, Oregon, and worked on a bigger ProMaster van and got the project going. But as it got cold, it was time to head to Arizona, and there was a van build party put on by Jamie Dimon, and that was out in Parker, Arizona that year. So I went to the van build there, and we continued building my friend's van there, and it was a really fun time. And after that, RTR happened out in Skaden Wash that Bob Wells put on. After the RTR, went to Skoolie Palooza. And when I saw Skoolie Palooza, the school buses and the families and the vibes, I really liked that whole scene. So I immediately put my van up for sale. And within 3 months, my van sold. And I was able to then go on the journey of finding a bus. And that's going to have to be for another story, but I did end up getting the school bus, so we'll just continue at that. And with the school bus, I've now been in the school bus for 6 years, and I've been camp hosting every summer, and I ended up getting work in Quartzsite, Arizona, doing solar. And so I worked at Discount Solar, installing solar on RVs every winter. And I then would go camp host in the summer. So I got to move around a little bit. And for me, that's been enjoyable. And it's a slow mode of travel. I went to California. I went to Colorado, Flagstaff, Arizona. And then I kind of got stuck in Flagstaff. My daughter started having grandbabies, and so every year I would go back and there'd be another grandbaby. That's how I ended up where I am. And if you have any questions, please leave questions down in the comments. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you can subscribe over here. I drop videos every Sunday. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.